Everybody, this is Moon Lily Games, and today we're looking at the new Force of Will set, New Dawn Rises. If you ever played Force of Will, you know that the boxes are usually red, and this one's nice and yellow to kind of signify kind of a small restart for Force of Will, and it's pretty noticeable. This set is very good, and lots of staples. So when you open the box, you get this basic ruler pack, which, if you're unfamiliar, comes with a promo, your buy a box promo, which is Skuld, Valkyrie of the Future. Whenever it attacks, produce a light will. You got some rulers, which we won't go over all of them. Basically, this little box is for if you want to play some just games straight out of the box, things like Pack Wars or drafting. You get 10 of each stone, which stones look really nice in this set. So without further ado, we're just going to break right into this box and hopefully pull some things we need. We've already opened 4 boxes, and oddly enough, we're missing rares. Rares are apparently the hard thing to pull, as with past Force of Will sets. So we'll just kind of go through these really quick. These commons, nothing really good unless I see something that's pretty interesting. Like this one, Craving. Very expensive cost, but hey, opponent loses 1,000 life, you gain 1,000 life. That can be useful. So our rare for the box is Merlin, Awakening X. Search your machine for a total X+2 machine, put it into your field, and shuffle your deck. Our full art is the Carrier Camel, which is a common. Doesn't really do much. We'll just skip that. And we have a little code card. Hopefully that's in the camera's view. Just take it all. Code cards are a little flimsy in this one. They're very
easy to write on.
Yeah. The old ones were really like card quality, and you could use them as like proxies or tokens. These ones, not so much. We have our commons. Nothing too interesting in here yet. Our uncommon, also not too interesting. Our rare is a Magic Stone of Tranquility. Produce a green. Recover a ninja. Play this ability only during your end phase. That's alright. Ninjas, I don't know if they'll be much of a thing in this set. But we'll see. And our full art is the Forgotten Sanctuary Lost Isle. Trying to get through these fairly quick because, like I said, we have opened 4 boxes. It's just kind of getting tiring at this point. So I apologize if there's like a card you just didn't get to see, or you're like, oh, what's that? But here's an interesting one. Invitation Divinity 2 for 2 water and 1. Or if it's in your rune area, just 2 water. Search your deck for a card. Put it in your hand. Powerful. Powerful stuff. Ooh, a Magic Stone of Dueling. This is something we have needed. I've only pulled 4 in 4 boxes. So at the pace we're going, we will pull 6. And we need more than that. So and a full art SR. This is Shenggong Bao. Very powerful 2-drop, but with 2 awakening cost. Each one has to be paid separately. It can, for the first one, you can search your deck for a Black Spot Tiger, which hopefully will pull one. And the second one is search your deck for a Heaven Thundering Strike and put it into your hand. And if you get your Black Spot Tiger, he is a 7/7 with swiftness, since Black Spot is a beast. This is going to be very good in most red decks. So don't need many more of those because I already got my playset. But I know some people who will need it. We've got our commons, just blowing on through them. Uncommons, nothing too interesting. I know, hey, there's a black spot tiger there. So for 0 cost, can get flying, deals 200 damage to yourself, which is really no big deal in Force of Will. I'm not gonna be on it. Not gonna lie. And then if you saw my playmat at the beginning, you'll notice these two go together. For Vanguard fans, I call it the Legion. And we got a full art stone. That's the one for Lich. Tap it, produce black, or tap it, put the top deck into card of your deck into the graveyard. Not bad. We'll see if set 2 gives us a little more to play with that. Set 1, not so much on that end.
Not much Lich love.
Commons. Uncommons. Oh, uncommon for machines. Tap it, put a 1/1 counter on target machine that was put into the field this turn. Not bad. Most machines will play this. And I already saw the full art, and I'm not too happy about it because I've already got a playset of it. Magic Boomerang. Quick cast, choose 1. Target Resonator gains flying. Or return target Resonator you control to its owner's hand. Or deal 400 damage. So very toolbox for green. Pretty good card actually for only 1 cost. And this full art, which makes me very, very sad, is Lancelot. If you don't know why this card makes me very, very sad, I don't know where my playset of full art Lancelots is, but I do not need more. And this, that is a disappointing full art SR to pull right now.
You the best.
Man, of all the things we could have pulled full art, where's Obarazuki? Yeah.
Insert angry Mashu face here.
We got our commons, nothing new, Invitation, City of Mirage, Sandora, and Anubis. This card is alright. I won't go through the whole text. I don't think it's really worth running more than 1. Basically, its cost goes down for each rune. Just by 1, so at most it'll cost 5. And then if anything would be put into the graveyard, it's removed from the game, and when it comes in, deal 1500. It's nothing too special. Its cost is way too high, I think, unless you're spamming runes early and often. And our full art is the Messenger of Death. I'm gonna put this stone aside because I will need that actually. You kind of got mini piles going on here. There's no rhyme or reason to any of this. I should put this Anubis here and this here. And then we just got a random stack of what I think the first pack was. Our commons, nothing new. Oh, Scalding Breath is a very good common though. In your deck, it is a 2 cost, deal 700 damage to player J or Resonator. Very good for those of you that remember Thunder. But if you play in your rune area, it costs 4. So just run 4 in your deck because this card is very worth it. No, I see that full art too. So our rare is Jubei, the One-Eyed Swordsmaster. Its cost is 5, which is a little high. But this will definitely see play for its first ability, which is Destroy Target Special Magic Stone. Its second ability is it deals 1200 damage to target Resonator or Destroy Target Addition. But more or less you're going to see it for that Destroy a Special Stone. And speaking of full art SRs we didn't need, Ophiel is for certain one of them. And let me just grab my full art Ophiel. Well, we pulled a secret rare too. Well, here she is. Right next to another full art. Speaking of full arts we didn't really need in the SR slot, Ophiel is another one. We are swimming in the Lancelots and Ophiels today. Again, where's Obarazuki? Alright, we're gonna go a little faster. We're kind of slowing up and talking about things. Little code card. We got our commons. This card is very good. Massive Growth. It is a 2-drop, but if you play it in the rune, it is merely a 1-drop. Produce 3 water to pay awakening costs. This card is very good, and I did need a 4th, so that's a good one. Gonna put that aside because I'm gonna need that. Our full art is Torrent of Energy. Next pack. They kind of put the code cards a little close to the top, so when you open them, sometimes get ripped, which I don't like. We got our commons, Magic Stone of Adventure, which is okay. Don't plan on using that. Our rare is Siegfried, which is a great card. Oh, it's an SR actually. Siegfried is an 8/8 3-drop, but with 2 light runes face up, he takes 200 less damage. With 4 light runes face up, he is 1,000. And awakening cost of basically just paying his cost over. So 6-drop, 4 light, 2 normal. Search your deck for a Balmog. Put it in your hand, then you may pay it without paying its cost. And Balmog is a good card. Hopefully we'll see one soon. This is an SR, and our full art is the Apostle of the Devil, which nobody's gonna run. You'll notice this set is a lot of filler. This set is mostly, like I said, it's gonna be kind of a new, almost a small reboot. So you're gonna notice that a lot of these cards are meant to build onto your trial decks. So that's kind of where they come from. Oh, and a Magic Stone of Chaos. Speaking of awakening things, you can tap this, banish it, and make 2 will to awaken. Good card. Have plenty though, so not too concerned. And then a Scorching Winds for our full art. Nothing too special. So anyway, back to that. You'll notice it's just a lot of filler. Because it almost feels like you're supposed to go buy a trial deck, and then with I saw that full art and I like it. It almost feels like you can go buy a box and then just build a deck with what's in the box, and I do like that. Our rare is Hamlin. I don't think he's that good, so I'm just gonna skip him. Go away. Where do I put you? I'll put you there. And our full art is something we all needed. Azazel, the Fallen Angel of Doom. And this card is ridiculous. You know, we pulled 4 boxes. This is what we had before. So we finally got our play set. So what this card does is it has flying. It's 2 dark, 2 normal will. But if your opponent has 1 or less cards in their hand, it is a mere 2-drop. So a 2-drop 9/1000. This card is very good, and we'll be seeing a ton of play. Enter ability, choose 1, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put a card from among them into your hand and the rest in the graveyard, or target 2 resonators your opponent controls, banish 1 of them. This card has everything you could ever want in a rare, and it apparently is very rare. Like, we've seen a lot of SRs. These things are hard to come by. I put that off to the side because I don't know why. That is the crown jewel of this box. I don't think anything else we can open in here is going to top that, unfortunately. Commons. This card is very good for an uncommon. Quick cast, enter, produce any color will. Spend it only to play chance, which kind of sucks. We can't sneak a Lapis in anymore. So.
Right.
Our rare is Burial Rites. If you play a red deck, this card is pretty worth it at 1 or 2. Quick cast, remove all resonators from your opponent's graveyard, and if 5 or more were removed this way, search your deck for Anubis. Put it in your hand, shuffle your deck. It's not bad. I personally run 2, but that's myself. And our full art is Land of Fiery Ambition, Kunlun, which Gives fire resonators you control +3. Pretty simple. There's a lot of additions like that in this box. Code. Your commons, uncommons. We're just kind of going through those. Our one uncommon, Stone of Hermit. So this one, you can banish it, give a dragon swiftness until end of turn. It's not bad, actually. Our rare is the Magic Stone of Faith. This one's very good. Produce a light will, and if you use this to play a human or Valkyrie, Valkyries are very good in this set. So are angels, so are humans. They cannot be canceled. Unfortunately, this doesn't prevent angels from being canceled, but at that point, I think this stone would be borderline broken. So, and then our full art is Atlantis, the Wielder of Knowledge, who says you can discard a chant, get +800 and 0 until end of turn. Play this ability only once, making him 12/12 for 3. He's all right. Haven't seen many SRs so far. What am I saying? We pulled 2 full arts, 3 full arts. I shoved the other 2 aside because I was just so tired of seeing them. Commons, uncommons. Our rare is Protection of the Angels. Quick cast. You may only play this card during your opponent's turn. Target Resonator gets +8/+8 barrier. And players cannot chase this card. Not bad for a 1-drop. And then our full art is Magic Stone of Corruption. You can pay 1, or you can produce a Dark Will, or tap it and pay 2 Dark Will, banish this card, your opponent discards a card, which is great for Lucy decks that like to get cards out of your opponent's hand. That's pretty good. We're going to put that up there because we have, between just me and a couple other people, we're going to be building most of the basic decks from this set. So we're trying to get as much as we can, and unfortunately some of this stuff is just super hard to get. Our rare is Disgrace Knight. Pay 1, remove 3 darkness cards from your graveyard. Put it into your field. It's an 800/700, which is a little low for a 3-drop. Most of them are 800/800s. And to go with our Siegfried, we got full art Balmog. This card destroys all rested resonators. It's not a bad card, and the fact that you can pay 6 to play Siegfried Awakening, just get this for free and play for free, gives you a pretty big swing in your favor if played at the right time. Actually like that combo, and the fact Siegfried is a human makes it all the more better because you can just use the stone and he can't be canceled. Lots of commons, another Sculpting Breath. That card's very good. Uncommon, and we got a Black Spot Tiger. No need to go over that. We've seen it before. Still a good card. And our full art is Bottomless Chasm of Death, the Abyss. Interesting card, actually. I have thought of ways to use this card. Basically, for 3 turns, it puts the top card of your deck into the discard pile. And then when it loses all of its counters, you put a XX Lich Resonator, where X is the number of resonators in your graveyard. It seems really difficult to actually make this work in anything, but it seems really cool, because if you can get it to work, you've got a pretty big Lich Resonator. Code. Commons. And hey, there we go! Oborozuki! That is what we want. So if you're not familiar, this is a Lack card. Lack is
the best.
Yeah, no, one of the best artists for these card games. Enter. You may pay the cost, which is banishing a Resonator. Obviously one of yours. Don't banish one of your opponents. Put a fresh blood counter on this card. If it has a counter, it gets +2/+2 in flying. As long as there's a counter on it, When it attacks, you may banish a Resonator. If you do, target Resonator gains -4/-4. So a lot of utility with this card, and I like its cost is only 2. But you can pay 6 and destroy all J rulers, which unfortunately means yours too. So don't wreck yourself like that. I know somebody will. Somebody's gonna do it. All right, we're in the middle pack. So far, not a bad box. Like I said, that rare we pulled was pretty much the saving grace of this this whole day. And ooh, a super rare. This one most people don't like. This is Karura, the Crow Tengu, a 12/12 5-drop, which isn't bad, honestly. I mean, it's no Anubis, but it has quick cast, flying, and barrier, and it cannot be canceled. Most people don't like it. It's pretty generic, but I think it's pretty cute, and I want to build a deck around it. And then our full art is Song of the Fairies, which is a rune. Not too many full art runes coming out of these boxes, honestly. So, kind of interesting to see one. Codes. We may have to give away codes, man. I have so many codes. Rare is another Balmog. And then, ooh, a full art Osiris, Lord of the Afterlife. So if you bought any trial decks, you got the promo version of this. Basically, when it comes in, it gets swiftness unless your opponent discards a card. And then when it goes into the graveyard, you can drop 2 and put it from your graveyard into the field. Not sure how many people will actually want these full arts because of the trial deck promo. But you never know. Neither art is that bad. Actually, they're both pretty good. Maybe you run a split. 2 promos, 2 full arts. That would drive me nuts. That would literally drive me nuts. Commons. Common. Oh, and our rare is Heaven Thundering Strike, which is a quick cast 2-drop. If you have Shen Gong Bao on the field, it is merely 1 fire. That's why he's very good. Deal 600 to a J/Resonator. If it's Awakening, which its Awakening cost is 1 red, 2 normal, you deal 600 to another Resonator. So, very good card. Most decks will probably run 4 of these, and if he's on the field, this card can't be canceled. So, even better, as green cancel decks are very much a thing, and our full art is Chain Bind, which is merely an uncommon, but I do run one, so I'm going to put that in my deck. So many cards. Oh, hey, and there we go. A Belial. This card is also very good. I'm noticing the Fallen Angels are pretty good in this set. Flying, if your life is less than 1,000, it's only a 3-drop. A 12/12 3-drop that when it comes in, destroys all non-Fallen Angel Resonators, and you deal 100 damage for each Resonator that's put into the graveyard. This is a good card. You're going to play at least a couple. Full art is Rain of Tears. Nothing special there. Fallen Angels. This seems like a good
Steel archetype.
yeah. Seems like things that'll be played. Commons. And hey, our rare is Life Severing Blade. This box is literally saving us today, as this was another one we did not have enough of. Basically, if a Resonator was put into your drop zone this turn, it is a 1-drop kill spell, which is insanely powerful. And even at 3-drop, even as a 3-drop kill spell, that's still very powerful. I'll put that over here because we need those. And our full art is a Grand Bird of the Lost Isles, which is awful. Let's call it for what it is. It's a bad 800, 900, 5 cost. Here are commons. Oh! SR. Jormungandr, Little Eater of Worlds. This card is a 1-drop 400, and it's, I don't know. I've seen people say they don't want it. I've seen people say they want it. I think it's just fun. Awakening costs 2. It enters the field with a growth counter. When it has a growth counter, it gets plus 500. And for a 1 blue, it can enter the field with a gluttony counter, which whenever this attacks, you may remove a gluttony counter. If you do, remove target resonator your opponent controls from the game. So it has a lot of stuff it can do, and for 1-drop, you can get it down early before people can cancel it. Or maybe they'll just be so afraid they'll waste their first will to cancel it. And then our full art is the paper kitty, which is adorable, and I like it. To put into perspective, though, this is a 3-drop, 6/7, and it's pretty much the same as this, and this costs two more will. That's how bad that card is. Like I said, this set is a lot of filler, though. Magic Stone Hermit, an uncommon stone, and an Ophiel. Well, we've seen the full art, so we don't need to go over that, but we got another Ophiel. Add it to the pile. Our full art is a River Snake, which gains barrier for 1 green until end of turn. Pretty high cost, though, so I feel this set will have many staples that people will play for quite a while. So if you're on the fence about getting this set, I would highly recommend it. Our rare is Squall of the Tengu, a 3-cost quick cast, destroy all resonators with flying, which is alright. I mean, you're not going to main deck it, let's be honest. Our full art is Explore the Unknown. Points, commons. Hey, and we got our second Shenggong Bao. We saw the full art already. And our full art is Sky Round Technician, a common. Last pack in the second row. Let's see what we get. Commons. Our rare is the Magic Stone of Chaos. And our full art is Protection of Angels. Good card. Commons. A Look of Corruption. This card is going to be played for a long time. Thought Control was very powerful. This tops Thought Control in just about every conceivable way. A 1-drop, choose a card with cost 4 or less, they discard it, and if awakened for 1 black and 1 regular, they choose a card with 5 cost or more and discard that. This card is ridiculous. Full art, Giant of the Mist, which is an uncommon. Nope, it's a common. We have opened so many packs. And we still have one more box after this. We have our rare is Ayu. It's a quick cast 2-drop, 6/6 for light. And then you gain life X00, where X is the amount of light runes you have face up. So a good way to get life back. And now, hey, I think we've pulled one in all but one box. So I can't complain. This card's very good. And now I got a full art playset of it. So
all the power.
All the power, yes. That's yeah, no, this box has been on point. Our regulars. And Osiris is our rare. And ooh, that is pretty uncommon. Magic Stone of Omniscience. produces a light, but you may pay 1 and produce any color, but you can only do it to play room. So don't go too crazy with that. As good as it looked at first glance, it's merely okay, deserving of its uncommon spot. Commons. Super rare is Lumeria of the Magic Boomerang. This card's kind of weird. When it enters, you put 2 fling counters on it, unless you have 2 or more wind runes face up. Then you put 4 fling counters on it. You can remove fling counters to give this plus 1,000, or you can pay 2, remove 2 fling counters, and destroy a resonator straight up. It's not bad. And our full art is Commander of Minerva, and I love the art on this card. I just like it. This one's one of my favorites. Fan favorite. Right there.
Is it because it just looks like Alex?
No. I don't even know if I'm playing that. And so we got our other stuff. A Magic Stone of Dermaturgy. Minister of Grief. Oh, hey!
Holy.
Oh, hey. We were saying we needed a little over a playset of this card in 2 boxes. 3 boxes. And, no, 2 boxes. And we're off to a good start. Ooh, a full art Kakura, the Crow Tengu. I think that's my first one of that, actually. No, it isn't. I pulled a God Pack earlier today.
They're probably like, why didn't I see this?
Yeah, I honestly was opening boxes before we got together to shoot this, and I picked 3 boxes, and one of the boxes I had a God Pack. I'm sorry, people. You did not get to see the God Pack opened. Our rare is Arendite, the Nitrogen Blade. For 1 cost, it cancels the automatic ability of a target. Or if you awaken it for 1 water to normal, you can destroy the resonator that ability is attached on. So this gets by barrier, because what it does is it actually targets the ability itself, and since the ability doesn't have barrier, it just destroys the card it's attached to. So, yay, loopholes. That's a good loophole. That's a very good loophole. And our full art is a Magic Stone of Tranquility, which recover target ninja. I think we have seen that one before. I'll probably build a ninja cat deck. They seem like fun. Cat tokens. Cat tokens for days.
Just having IDWs everywhere.
IDW,